Mustang is so much bigger than the 240, it makes my garage feel tiny. What the hell? That was violent. Alright guys, so in the last Mustang video you guys saw, you might have seen I was complaining about the steering feel a little bit. So today we're gonna dive into that. We're gonna see if we can figure out why this side pokes so much more than this side, and why it does not have, why the steering feel does not feel the same side to side. It has different amounts of self-steer from one side to the other, and it seems to have more angle on one side than the other. So it's likely that I put this angle kit on wrong. I put this angle kit on probably 3 years ago now, and I have not looked at it or touched it since I originally installed it. So, and I was also not as experienced of a mechanic then, so the odds are high that I did make a mistake when installing this angle kit. That's kind of, I don't know if I've ever seen the full lock up on jack stands like this. That's kind of a lot. Kind of gnarly. All right, this is the trailing wheel on this side. Oh, is that? No, that's not broken. I honestly don't even know what I'm looking for. Let's flop it the other way and see what that looks like. Does that look bent? Yeah, that guy looks bent to me. Are we hitting? Oh, we're hitting the lower control arm. The tie rod is hitting the lower control arm right there. That's interesting. Huh. I wonder if that's contributing to our weird steering feel. And this side does not seem to have as much angle as the other side. Tie rod is confirmed bent. The most incriminating thing I've found so far as angle issues is this bend right here. That is most certainly bent. And it's happening because, watch right here, the tie rod is coming into contact with the lower control arm right there. And it's using the lower control arm as a bump stop, so it's bowing the tie rod here. But it's not happening on the other side. And another strange clue is, look, right here, we're getting the tire rubbing on the sway bar here and on the fender, but not on the other side. This side, for some reason, is not receiving that much angle. And I have gone to lock on both sides in drift. So, not too sure why that's happening. Max this angle out. This side is also hitting the tie rod on the lower control arm, but it isn't bent yet, which is interesting. Let's see if the rack spacer is suspicious on this side. No, we still got the rack spacer in there. I was wondering if I was wondering if the rack spacer had come out on one of the sides, but no, we still have the rack spacer on both sides. I was going to take it out, but seeing as we're limited by angle with the tie rod hitting the lower control arm, there would be no sense in me taking it out because even with more travel on the rack, tie rod is still gonna hit the lower control arm and stop us from getting more angle. So that's our limiting factor right now. And I don't think that can be fixed, honestly, with this lower control arm. We might need, if we ever wanted more angle, we may need a different lower control arm because I just do not see how we're gonna clear that to get more angle. And then, especially if we do, we're likely gonna just start running into over-centering issues, which is not fun. I deal with that on the, I used to deal with that on the 240, so this seems to be our angle limit. Okay, so I went through and I took a bunch of measurements. Everything is square. Like, I can't find anything obviously out of place, and I'm honestly getting quite frustrated. So I want to at least see if I can massage this tie rod a little bit better. It's actually kind of working. Yeah, I really don't know what is going on with this angle issue besides maybe it's just the knuckle. Cause ever since these are custom made knuckles, they're not like mass produced. Ever since I've installed it, I've always had a weird Ackerman issue where the Ackerman turning to the right does not feel the same as the Ackerman when turning to the left. And I am coming to the conclusion that it just may be the angle kit. Alright, we're back on the ground. So I took the knuckle bolts out and I maxed the negative camber on both of the knuckles. That honestly looks pretty good. That looks better than it did. This side might have a little bit too much camber now, but I'm hoping that our weird like Ackerman caster issue was coming from the knuckles not being the same. Much like S chassis, the knuckle has like this much movement when connecting to the top of the coil over here. So what I did is I just loosened both knuckle bolts and I slid the knuckle all the way negative. So hopefully that'll fix that. The tie rod is a little bit straighter than it was, but it's not bent enough to warrant me buying a new tie rod. So maybe it's a little bit better, but I really don't know. Maybe I just wasted my time, but it's a peace of mind to know that nothing is like broken. Okay guys, we're done with the angle kit fiasco for now. But coming up next, I have a feeling some of you guys will not be happy about this. We're pulling out the old stocks. And I went through my bin of stock parts recently, and I remembered I had the stock taillights. I'm kinda itching to put the stocks back on. The Vectors were really cool, but I feel like everybody and their mother has Vectors now, or the Gen 5 taillights, and not many people are rocking the stocks anymore. And I kinda wanna see how the stocks would look again. We're gonna have to take this tint off though. This tint is a bit irritating. Shout out to the body shop for drilling in shout out to the body shop for holding my plastics in with self-tapping metal or wood screws. I got the clip undone finally. That honestly was the hardest part of the install, but I just realized I think I need to go get reverse bulbs because my reverse bulbs are missing for some reason. I don't know where my reverse bulbs would have gone. Strange, but let's just test fit and see how these look. Oh yeah, I kind of like that, but the tint is definitely coming off. The tint is bad. The tint sucks. Back in my Ricer days when I was tinting everything. Big tint guy. Oh, it stinks. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks honestly kind of sick. I actually really like the stocks. Let's see. Yeah, I'm kind of rocking with the stocks now that the tint is off. Yeah, we're doing it. But back to me being angry at the body shop guy. I think the real moral of the story is forgiveness. I'm much happier now that I've forgiven him, and I'm forgiving him currently as I'm getting covered in his goo. I forgive him for leaving all this goo in my car. He didn't know better. What is happening? Why are the studs coming out of this one? Ugh, this is horrible. What the hell? And he was also scary. He was a body shop guy, so he had the biggest forearms I've ever seen. Oh, one came out properly. He looked like Popeye. And he was a boxer, he told me. I think I got a picture of the car when it was in the body shop, like when he had first painted it. I'll throw that in because it is a pretty cool old photo. And if you guys haven't seen, you can go watch the day I crashed, actually, because I remembered to vlog right as I got rear-ended. My priority was filming. What the hell? Get off! My strategy for unplugging the other one was just get angry, and it came out eventually. Dude, every clip on this damn Ford, every damn clip on this Ford is like the hardest thing ever. Why? Ford put like 90% of their engineering budget into making these clips impossibly strong. Need freaking vice grips. Come on. Let me finish my taillight install, buddy, before the sun goes down. Come on. You coming? Whew. We did it. Now hopefully this guy comes out peacefully. This is the goo side. He really gooed this side up. I have to get these nuts back. Goo removal service. Let's test fit this guy, then we go get the reverse bulbs. Come on, buddy, get in there. Ah, I thought I could get it in one piece. Ah, so close. Whew. That looks kind of sweet. That looks... I haven't seen this look in like 5 years. When the parts vehicle is the one getting worked on, we have to take the Skateboard Express. Okay. I noticed that, especially when I'm editing my videos, my action word is okay. Or what do I say? Oh no, I'll go, alright so. I'll say, alright so, or okay. And that's like my cue to put on acting mode, I think. Because whenever I'm editing my videos, I edit out like, probably like an hour's worth of me saying okay, or alright so. Alright, so we got these brand spanking new reverse bulbs to complete the look. Bang. Why does Ford make everything idiot proof? Do they not know their market? There we go. If you didn't catch that one, I called Ford owners slow there. I am a Ford owner. And there, we are officially installed. I'm just gonna button this up and put all the goo away and put all the numerous washers away. Look at this. This is really what I'm about to get pissed off at this guy again. Look at this. What is this? Why did he drill a 2-inch wide hole for this little peg for the taillights? This guy is an idiot. I take back my forgiveness of him. Yeah, I actually really like this. I just need to decide if I'm going to... What was that? I just need to decide if I'm going to remove the third brake light tint to match the no tint on here. But I'm going to wash it up first, and then tomorrow in the daylight we can decide what we're going to do with that. These taillights have like 5 years of bedroom crust on them. the tails in the daylight. It honestly looks a lot cleaner, I think. I don't know if I should keep the tinted third brake light. That's the only thing. And I also need to get new wheels. I want to get new wheels for this thing. I'm thinking of getting some new wheels for the 240 and then putting the 240's white wheels on here. Let me know what you guys think about that. But just a quick little video today. Not as content packed as my normal videos, but I wanted to... Oh, check this out too. This is my favorite. The car won't unlock anymore with the key fob. I have to manually unlock it. Quicker video today. I just wanted to get something out because I'm filming a few other things right now, but they're taking a little bit longer to complete the filming process. So I just wanted to put a quick video up for you guys since it's been a month since I posted. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting. Love you. Bye.